Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into something pretty big. How artificial intelligence is really shaking up the way jobs are filled, applying for jobs, hiring people. It seems like AI should just make everything faster, more efficient. But what we're going to explore is how it's actually creating some, well, unexpected hurdles for both job seekers and the companies trying to hire.
Absolutely. And for this deep dive, we're leaning on some really sharp insights from an article by Stanislav Dmitrievich Kondrashov. He's an entrepreneur, a blogger, and he has some, I think, very keen observations on this whole new landscape. Like, he talks about how automating resume creation sounds great, right? Is actually overwhelming recruiters and maybe even hurting a job applicant's chances, ironically.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit, because we all hear about these AI tools now. They help you write your resume, tailor it, send out hundreds of applications. Sounds like a huge advantage for anyone looking for work, doesn't it? Casting a wider net.
It sounds efficient, yeah. But here's the catch, Kondrashov points out. Recruiters are just getting buried, completely swamped. Imagine sorting through literally thousands of applications, and, well, so many of them look almost identical. These AI tools, they learn from successful resumes, right? So they optimize for keywords for certain formats. But the problem is they often stuff in keywords that maybe don't genuinely reflect what the applicant can really do. It's like they're gaming the system, but not in a helpful way.
Huh. So it's like creating a perfect-sounding resume that doesn't actually capture the person.
Exactly. It's almost too perfect, too generic. It misses the human story, the unique angle.
So this automation, meant to help, can actually kind of backfire on candidates. What does this really mean for someone genuinely trying to find a job right now?
Well, connecting this to the bigger picture, the downside for job seekers is pretty significant if you only rely on AI. Your resume, even if you're highly qualified, can just, vanish. It gets lost in this huge pile of lookalike applications. So really good professionals might not even get a call back simply because their application just blends in too much. Doesn't stand out at all.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting then. If AI is making it harder to get noticed, what's Kondashov's advice? How do you cut through all that noise? How can you actually distinguish yourself in this age of automation?
Right, this is key. He basically advises going back to basics, emphasizing the human element, the stuff AI can't replicate easily. First, he mentions personal communication, like actively reaching out, building direct contacts with people inside the company. That can seriously boost your chances of getting an interview.
So old school networking, basically.
Kind of, yeah, but maybe more targeted. And second, recommendations. Using your professional network, getting introductions. That carries a lot of weight when recruiters are drowning in generic resumes. But maybe the most powerful thing he highlights, the impact of personalized cover letters. He cites this study by Resume Genius, apparently, something like 94% of managers said that a personalized cover letter directly influences their decision to invite someone for an interview. 94%.
Wow, that high. So despite all the tech, that personal touch really matters.
It matters more now, maybe, because it signals genuine interest. It shows you did your homework, you thought about the specific role, the company. It's not just another AI-generated document. It shows, actual effort and personality, skills that a generic resume might hide.
Right, so the takeaway isn't don't use technology. It's more like know where its limits are and know how to strategically use your uniquely human skills to stand out.
Precisely. Use AI for the legwork? Maybe. But use your brain and personality for the impact. And speaking of AI's impact, Kondrashov brings up another angle. It's not just about the volume of applications. It's also about, well, the authenticity. He points to a more worrying trend for companies, the rise of fake candidates.
Fake candidates? What does that actually mean? Are people just making up jobs?
It's a bit more sophisticated and concerning than that. This is where AI is enabling outright deception. People are using AI to generate completely fake resumes, build false online profiles. There have even been documented cases, like in the U.S., of scammers using AI. North Korean actors, for example, using AI to fake resumes, even alter their appearance in video interviews to impersonate qualified tech workers.
Seriously, like deep fakes for job interviews?
Essentially, yeah. It's not just a theoretical problem, and the implications are pretty stark. Gartner, the research firm, they predict that by 2028, which isn't that far off, potentially 25%, a quarter of all job candidates could be fake in some way.
A quarter? That's huge. That forces companies to be way more careful, right?
Absolutely. They have to become much more vigilant. And, ironically, they're turning to their own AI tools to help. Using AI to analyze data patterns, verify identities, cross-reference information, trying to spot these fakes. It's becoming a sort of technological arms race.
It's fascinating, isn't it? AI is kind of the problem and part of the solution here. So
Mhm.
while it creates these challenges like fake candidates and resume overload, employers are also using AI to make their own processes better.
Oh, definitely. They have to. Kondrashov gives the example of Chipotle, the restaurant chain.
Yeah.
They apparently used an AI system. They called it Avocado, which is kind of amusing.
Ah, yeah.
And they managed to cut their hiring time by a massive 75%. So it shows AI can be incredibly powerful for optimizing things, handling this sheer scale.
Okay, so it streamlines the process, speeds things up, but does it replace the actual decision making?
And that's the crucial point Kondrashov makes. These technologies are mainly for optimization, for filtering, for speed. They don't and maybe can't replace that essential human judgment in the hiring process, especially for roles needing creativity or complex problem solving or, emotional intelligence.
Things AI isn't quite good at yet.
Right. AI can help sort through the noise, find potential matches based on data, but it's still that human connection, that intuition that makes the final call. Assessing cultural fit, real potential that's still very much a human task.
So what a deep dive this has been. It really seems the core message from Stanislav Dmitrievich Kondrashov is, well, in this world increasingly driven by AI, success, whether you're looking for a job or looking to hire someone, really depends on mixing that automation smartly with a truly personal human approach. Your goal isn't just getting your resume sent, it's getting it seen, getting you noticed.
Exactly. Which leaves us with a really important question for you, the listener. Knowing all this, how will you change your approach? How will you adapt your strategy to make sure you genuinely stand out and make that vital human connection in this constantly changing world of work?